About an hour south of the Swan Valley, you'll find Millbrook, one of the newest wineries to be established in the Perth Hills region. The Fogarty family planted around 400 vines in 1996. Now, the vineyard covers 8 hectares and there's an award-winning restaurant with fantastic views. I asked vineyard manager, John Fogarty, how the family decided which vines to plant.
Dad decided he wanted to plant some vines here and then started to work on the research of why and what do we want to plant. He went through looking at climatic types, so we looked at all the weather data that suited this climate, and then also looked at what else worldwide.
Oh, so regions around the world that had a matching climate?
Yeah, exactly.
Their research found that the closest climatic match was the famous Rhone Valley in France. So they followed the signs and planted that region's famous white grape Viognier, as well as some Shiraz. Winemaker Damien Hutton uses a very interesting technique to blend the two.
Well, there's 2 ways to do it, of course. You could make the 2 separate wines and blend them together. But the way we like to do it is we will crush the Shiraz and throw in whole bunches of Viognier into the ferment, so while they're still grapes. And of course the phenolic makeup of the Viognier grape is such that...
Sorry, phenolics?
Oh, so, you know, with your red wines, they're typically quite grippy, and they'll dry your saliva out and give you that nice texture.
So,
Viognier are quite high in that, those
compounds. So that's the phenolics is the term that's applied to that sort of sensation.
Right,
okay, great. And that the phenolics, they come from the skins and the seeds and stuff like that?
Exactly right,
great.
yeah. Predominantly the skins we're after. That's why we put them in whole, so we're not damaging the seeds and not extracting a lot of seed phenolics, which can be bitter.
Okay. Yeah. So, in terms of the finished product and the glass of wine that I've got, what characteristics does the Viognier give? Well,
we're trying to complement it and not actually, in a way, we don't want to see the Viognier sticking through the red fruit characters that the Shiraz have. What we want is it to support that, lift aromatics. So the Shiraz grape has some beautiful red fruit aromatics, and the Viognier helps to enhance those.
Do you know what everything is?
It's sometimes pretty tricky to find a wine that goes with a mixed platter of delicious nibbles like this. But Damien reckons Viognier is very versatile.
Viognier lends itself really well to the oily texture of the salmon and then chicken and you know,
because it's not just a wine that has a flavour, it's got a mouthfeel, it's got a texture, it's got a sweetness sometimes.
Well, it's aromatic, it's unoaked, but it's full body.